Hi guys.
What's up?
Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tushana. You already know. Dave is here as well. And if you watched our last video, you know we just recently came back from my home country, the one and only Jamaica. And so we're going to be doing review on the Hilton Rose Hall and Spa Resort in Montego Bay. Okay, take it away.
Where am I taking?
Okay, and that is for the person that commented last time, why am I the only one doing the talking? It's because literally my channel, it's not a couple's channel. If you see me talking mostly, it's because it's my channel, it's not a couple's channel. And Dave, and he just wants to add, like give it in there, but for the most part, I'm the one literally pick topics, stuff like that. It's my channel. Okay, good.
You set me up on that one.
Yeah.
You did that on purpose.
Yup. So mind your business. Okay.
Period.
Period. Mind your business.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. You in my business? Yeah, don't do that.
The COVID protocols at the resort. What did you think of the COVID protocols?
Very thorough. Like right when we got out of the taxi cab, they took our temperature. They made us sanitize our hands. Obviously, they did a mask check, everybody masked, and they made you sanitize the bottom of your shoes too, and everything, which was I hadn't seen that before anywhere else.
Yeah.
Definitely not anywhere in America.
And then
after we checked in, they wanted us to schedule a test for going home right away.
mm-hmm.
So, like, you schedule one for 2 days before your thing, and they can do the test right there in the hotel, so you don't have to leave the hotel. You test there, and then you just head back to the airport. That was cool.
One of the things about that was, for you to get that option for free, you had to have booked the hotel for over 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to have been staying at that hotel for more than 3 days in order for you to get the COVID test complimentary off the hotel. Constantly clean. They constantly clean. There was someone wiping down the elevator buttons. You remember that?
Yeah.
The lady was like in and out. She wiped down the
All
elevator
day,
buttons.
basically.
It was like literally every surface they would be wiping.
And they were, obviously sanitizer stands like everywhere, like every 10 feet or something, you know?
Yeah, every elevator exit and entrance, there was sanitizer everywhere, pretty much everywhere. All right, so the next thing I wanted to talk about was at Hilton. How was the rooms? How was the room to you?
It was nice. It was everything I think we needed, you know? Nothing too much more. What do they call it? Impeded view. There were some things in the way of the view,
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
you know?
So I was more so talking about like it was like pretty regular. It was a pretty regular hotel. It wasn't anything crazy. It wasn't like bath. I like rooms with baths and stuff like that. It wasn't anything super
Just a
crazy.
regular tub
We
shower.
literally just wanted to be in, do the activities mostly, and be out. We're planning on spending most of the day outside, so it wasn't like big on the room. But I just wanted to talk about like how the room was. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the food. Oh my god, how was the food?
For the best all-inclusive hotel I've ever had for food, definitely the best hotel food, kind of vacation food. Now I don't have as experience with real deal as much Jamaican food, but from my experience through you and what you say about what I try and cook or what I have tried from like restaurants here that are supposed to be Jamaican food, it was pretty damn good for hotel food. And everything free, you can eat as much as you want, and there was a lot of variety. It wasn't just Jamaican food, there was traditional Jamaican food, there was like some like just more American food, they had like an Asian night, it was good.
Yeah.
You know, there's some misses, some stuff they don't do we maybe like this or that. But, you
Ooh,
know,
what was
but
it?
there was like
There
20
was
things.
maybe one thing I didn't like. There was
It was
only
like
one
that
thing.
sweet and sour pork they did.
Yeah, I didn't
it's
like
when
that.
they tried
That
to
was
do
the
the
only
Asian
thing.
food, it was like 1 out of 10 of the Asian food was weird, but some of it was good. The curries were really good, but I mean, you know, I guess they got some more experience with curries. Yeah,
Okay, so for me, the food was
yeah, it was good. They had, you know, they had shrimp, they had fish. They weren't like, you know, they did have this thing where it's like if you want a lobster, you had to pay like $30 more. But I don't even like lobster.
that was a thing.
Yeah, they had lobster there. If you really want a lobster, it was like 30 more.
Why didn't I put that in there?
It was like a big sign,
Oh.
you know.
Anyway, so the aki, my favorite thing there for
Breakfast,
food wise
lunch, and dinner.
was
3 square meals.
they had for breakfast most of the mornings, because what they did was they have like a Jamaican special or a couple Jamaican food, and then they have like all the American stuff. So for most of the mornings they had, and they normally like switch it around. So most of the mornings they ended up having aki, and I really missed aki and saltfish. Like really missed aki and saltfish to the point where I bought canned aki to cook, and then I'm glad I did not cook it because it would have been such a disappointment. But yeah, so the aki and saltfish, I don't know, that's what I really miss. Jerk pork. The jerk pork.
Let's roll back
The
around.
jerk pork.
Roll back around. We still on breakfast. We didn't even finish talking about
Okay.
breakfast. So breakfast, like she was saying, they had the one station. It was like French toast, pancakes. You know, obviously they have all the bagels, cream cheese. They got like smoked salmon, all that stuff, fancy stuff, fruits, all the fruits you want in the world.
Yeah.
They have an omelet bar, all the fillings you want in the world. Sausage, they have bacon. Like you said, they have saltfish and ackee like every other day. And
There was like brown stew chicken
some
for
days.
breakfast, which
They had,
he was like
yeah,
brown stew chicken for
festivals
breakfast.
every morning.
But if you're Jamaican, you know, brown stew chicken and some, what's it called? In the mornings, like some yam and bananas.
Yeah,
like that's pretty
boiled,
much
yeah.
like regular Jamaican breakfast, like heavy. So yeah, that was like super
Festivals.
good.
They had a lot of pak choy in the morning. The pak choy was
Yeah,
good.
love that.
And I think that was, that's most of it.
So on to the other stuff. They had jerk chicken and jerk pork, and we got that pretty much every day for lunch. Every single day.
So run down on lunch. They had the buffet at lunch, but then you got to leave the pool and go back to the buffet and do the lunch, which is, you know, maybe, did we even do lunch any of the days for the buffet?
I think we did the first 2
Yeah,
days.
just to check it out.
Just to-
But they also have like, you know, little spots throughout the hotel that are also free, and they're like little huts or like, not huts,
they had
but
like 5 dinner. They had like 5 restaurants.
Yeah.
So apart from the buffet style, there were like 5 different restaurants located throughout the hotel. So if you were like further to the East Beach, where they would say it's called the East Beach, there was a restaurant or 2 there, so you could stop by those. Or if you were like in the middle where the activity section is, there's like 2 other restaurants there, and also like a jerk man setup right there. So
the patties went so quick.
yeah.
Because everybody's kids
We
want
had
patties.
patties every single. All right, so the next thing we're going to be talking about is the activities. So for the activities, they had every day at around noon the activities by the pool, and it would be like a bingo day, or you answer questions like guess how many balls are in the bag, stuff like that. And like they would have like little trivias, little random activity stuff that they would do at the beach. Then they had slides. There was like a huge water slide that you could go down in a
2
tube.
slides.
Hey! 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 Hey!
Or you could do the other one where you just go down regular sliding on the sides without a tube or anything.
I think he's fine.
The river was very nice. Apart from
It's a little too quick, and I don't like the waterfalls keep hitting you, so it wasn't very lazy. It was like the active river.
so I was
But-
like
Yeah.
trying to relax and like just go around the river. But then a couple of the points in the river was like
water
huge
jets
water.
Really for kids.
Water fountains like
And
down
the current
on
was
you.
fast, dude. It was fast.
So you couldn't really like just lay down and relax,
But
unless you were like at the front parts.
Over on the other section that connected to it was like a mock pool beach. You could like walk in, it like dipped in like a beach, and everyone would sit around there. And there also is a swim up bar right there with like stools in the water. That's connected to the other side of that restaurant that's in the middle. That was cool. So if you wanted to do that, and then you could sit there and watch the kids go up and down the slides right there, you know?
Yeah.
And they had like this cool like rope bridge over the top. And we saw a couple doing their wedding photos up there too, you know, it's nice little, so they do weddings there and stuff. And then the activities, they do actually start earlier in the morning, but who's going to get up on their vacation at 7 in the morning? Yeah, they had prayer walks at 7 in the morning. Remember the whole board of activities?
Yeah.
Who's going to get up at 7 in the morning?
Yeah, I didn't even think about it.
Soka size, they would do it in the water, and the guy would lead the people, and you know, like before the kids wake up, it's like that's when you can do that. You could get like some exercise or this or that. I think normally there might even be a gym, but I think that was closed for COVID too. I never looked around because I was gonna go to the gym on vacation, but I guess some people do. I'm not 100 on that. Don't quote me. Maybe not.
The next thing is they had a basketball court, they had like a ping pong table, they had a whole gaming room. Yeah, so there was a lot of activities and you could not be bored unless you chose to be bored. And they would literally have an activity board and they would say like 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., what's going on at each step of the way. So you always had something to do. The next thing we wanted to talk about was the staff. So you go on vacation, you want to make sure that the people that you are going to be around or they're going to be catering to you are hospitable. So they were super friendly. They were super friendly. They were super alert. I maybe had one night where the girl was just like taking too long with the drinks. She wasn't like
I was
that was the last
say
night.
That I feel like the waitresses were unfairly overbooked in that
one
buffet.
night?
No, all the nights they seemed like they were giving, you know, the number of waitresses to the number of guests was a little. Like, it wasn't a big deal because the waitresses don't bring you a ton of food. Sometimes there's certain extra foods that's like special that you had to order. But the waitresses are mostly there to get you drinks or clear plates and stuff. And seat you. But like they only had like, what was it, maybe, I don't even think 10 waitresses. Otherwise, staff was
good. Super nice.
They seemed genuine. Didn't seem like they were faking it just to like, and then you know what? You know, it even says on the thing is all tips and
gratuity included.
Don't be tipping nobody.
Yeah.
I mean, they did advise that you tip the activities guys, the water activities.
Oh, we forgot that. So we had the whole water activities. They had water bikes. They had like the catamaran.
Them fool, they would go run up on the land. Don't know how to steer. Yardie, them don't know.
Or sailboats, whatever you want to call them. Canoes, paddle
they had canoes, they had paddle boards. I heard one kid come up and was like, do you guys have boogie boards? I don't even think he knew what a boogie. He was like, no.
Yeah.
Anyways, and the next thing I wanted to talk about was the scenery. Like,
How
how did it look? Right, exactly. Gotcha. How did it look? All that.
It was gorgeous. Gorgeous.
So first of all, God did his thing with just the nature. Like,
I think they put a lot of those trees in.
Listen. No, I'm not talking about just the trees. I'm talking about the sky. I'm talking about the ocean.
Great,
the weather. So the weather was perfect. I would like the weather was perfect. Literally perfect. It wasn't too hot. I don't know if it's because we went in March. I don't know if didn't get to the point where it's like super hot, but like I remember Jamaica being a little bit hotter, but it was like so cool and nice.
There's like a nice breeze.
Yeah, it was like a good breeze. It was just like so nice. The weather was super nice. And then way how they set the pool towards the ocean, like even that little scenery there when you're like sitting to have dinner, it's like the view.
Yeah, you could sit there and it was like the beach was kind of right there in the picture if you took a picture. And that was like the nice main pool by the main thing.
The way they set up the trees, just like the whole coconut trees they had lined off, like there was a whole path of coconut trees. The way they set up even the lazy river section there with all the palm trees.
Foresty kind of fun part, you know. They also had a golf course. We don't golf, we didn't deal with it, but they had a golf course if you wanted to golf.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about the pricing. One of the things that we did not like was in the pricing. Go ahead.
Okay, so when you book the hotel, they ask you who's going to be in the room. They ask you for guest names, children's ages. Then they quote you a price. And then there's like a tiny thing down in the corner that's like alert. This or that children will be charged later. Instead of just like, I thought it was very disingenuous for them to ask you the children's names, ask you the age, have you put that information in and submit it, and then not to use that information to add your price up.
Yeah.
Because it was like you checked in and then they added the price of the kids. They didn't ask me for more information when I checked in. They didn't ask to check the kids' age. I just told them, and then they just added the kids on then. And it wasn't a big deal, but it was like, you know, it's like you're already there. You don't want to be surprised by a price when they've quoted you on a price. They've booked you on a certain price and you're expecting to be that price. I thought it was disingenuous. If they hadn't taken the children's names and asked their age, then I would have expected something like that more. But the way they did it just seemed a little disingenuous to me. It wasn't a major thing, but it was like one little fault. It's like they already got you there. They know they can kind of bam you.
Yeah, so that's one thing that we would have changed. They did give me a courtesy call the day before we checked out in the morning. I was asking like what were some of the things that we didn't like or that we liked. Forgot to mention that, but if you are watching Hilton Rose Hall and Spa, we are saying make the price for the kids the price that we pay or that you're quoted when you're booking, not when you actually go to the hotel. You're surprised.
What's the point? You like, book the adults. Why do you book the kids differently and you ask for their information? It don't make no sense. Yeah,
don't wait until we get to the hotel to tell us like, okay, there's an extra, what was it, an extra 900? Like a whole extra, was it that?
Yeah.
It was a whole extra $900.
Two other people you're paying for, and I understand that you have to pay for them, but it's like, you know?
And apparently one of the, don't surprise us with prices when we get there. Okay, so our overall experience at the Hilton Rose Hall. Our overall experience. What was your overall experience? And what was your overall experience in Jamaica itself? It was your first time in Jamaica.
Well, it was excellent. I enjoyed it very much. Now, I mean, we didn't venture much into regular Jamaica because the hotel was just so accommodating and it was nice and it had more than enough to do. So to even find time and with everything going on, you know, to go out and, you know, we had some stuff we had thought we wanted to do. We basically had it planned, but there was really no need. It was like, we could save that for another time. Like just enjoying yourself at the hotel. There was enough to do. Like she said, there was activities. There was she didn't mention a lot. There was a lot of night activities. Every night when you had dinner, there was like some kind of show or activity. One night there was Michael Jackson impersonator with backup dancers and everything. And a whole concert. Yeah,
every night there was something. I forgot to mention that for real. It was silent headphone parties. It was
that was very cool.
Karaoke night. It was a reggae night, a cultural night.
They had a reggae whole like street party on the beach.
Yeah, they had a whole girl go out with ourselves.
Hold on.
Yeah, but it was very, very, very nice.
They had the Jamaican the Roots concert. It was
they had that, the cultural, like just
the
Jamaica
drums,
cultural.
The dancing, cultural festival. That's what.
Yeah.
It was good. And then like that night the food would like match it too. It was like and you could sit outside and just watch it while you ate, or you could go dance or do whatever when you were done. And there was always stuff. And that stuff would go until like 10, 11.
Yeah, so that was one of the perks too of being in the hotel, because right now Jamaica is in total lockdown. I believe the curfew hours are like something crazy like 8 p.m. or 6 p.m. Something like that. And then on Saturday, on the last Saturday, I know
Prime Minister out there.
Yeah, I know they had like something crazy like 12 noon lockdown. So that was one of the good things about like having the vacation not be in Kingston around family or anything like that, but more so
in the Resilient Corridor
in Montego Bay. You still had nightlife activities and stuff like that. So I still got to do everything that I would want to do for such a long time away. Still like spend time with my son, still like have family time, but still enjoy the culture. Yeah, so it was very good.
Even after 11, there was another bar with like a club room and 2 pool tables that was open until like 1 or 2 a.m. That's like, whew, after doing all that swimming and all the activities, we were tired. We were in bed because we would get up early and go back at it. So it's like we did that maybe one night, you know? But it was there for you if you wanted it, you know? If you're going without kids and you know, you want to do like more party scene, that's there for you.
All right, guys, so that was it for our review. Hope you liked this video. If you liked, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment down below if you've ever been to Hilton Rosal, if you like the experience, and also if you like the video and you feel like somebody else should see it because they want to travel or be booked into Hilton Rosal and you want them to know about the experience, go ahead and share this video. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.